Hey everybody, Motor Blueprint Guy. Hope you're having a great day. It's a beautiful sunny day here in New Hampshire. I wanted to make a quick video about painting my gauges on my T120. I've seen some posts in some of the forums regarding taking your gauges apart, painting them, changing the face, so on and so forth. The T120 has, as you know, probably know, has the Thruxton gauge package. What else? The Street Cup is the same gauges. Speed Twin is similar, but it has a little bit different black base. But essentially, the T120 and those others that I mentioned have a aluminum dash plate and chrome bezels around the gauges, and it was, in the bright sun, it was kind of a bummer getting flashed by the bright gauges and stuff. So I wanted to paint them, and I reached out to some of the people in the forums, and some guy who had taken them apart before, kind of like walked me through it in a way, I suppose. Took some pictures and so forth. So I took them apart, and I love the result. So I want to show you. I don't know if you can see from where you're at, but basically what you have to do, and I'm just going to run through the process real quick. What you have to do is take off this Allen key, Allen screw, obviously. Underneath this Triumph logo, believe it or not, is a Phillips head screw. It's probably the only Phillips head screw on the bike. You also have to pry these up. The bezels come off, all right, and that's basically, they do hold them on, hold the dash on, so you have to pry those up. You have to be really careful. What I did was I put a piece of electrical tape underneath where I was prying, used kind of a thin screwdriver, and I didn't twist it. You just pry up. You pry up, pry up, pry up, pry up. They come off. Same thing with this one. Then once you take the screws out, this whole thing comes up. Your gauges are still intact. The plastic housing where your gauges are still intact. Your glass is attached to the plastic housing, so that's not affected. It's just the dash panel, the aluminum dash panel, and the bezels that come off. So as you can see, I painted the aluminum dash panel. I used like a hammered steel paint, and then the bezels themselves, I used a semi-gloss, all rattle can. I mean, nothing expensive, nothing really high speed, but I mean, it really changes the look, I think, of the gauges. I just love it. So no more issue with the bright sun. I mean, the glass obviously is still reflects, but nothing too major with the bright sun anymore. So I just put on this Dart screen I got yesterday, so that even helps it even more. So it keeps the sun, if the sun is coming down, it keeps that even more, so it's not reflecting back up in my eyes. But I think the biggest thing was the actual looks of the gauges. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you like my video, please press like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Have a good day.